good night. Welcome to KG After Dark. I hope you have your adult beverage in hand. If you are an adult, that is, like I do. There is not water in this cup, people. I'm KG Kris Gardner, owner of the Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective. Let's get into it. I didn't get a chance to get out my spiel. Let's talk about it right here. After the Rockets' 109 1-on-1 loss in Utah, Kevin Porter Jr. scored 15 points in the fourth quarter. He was 6 for 8 from the floor in the fourth quarter. His teammates were 2 for 15 in the fourth quarter. The Rockets almost came all the way back and pulled out the victory. They outscored Utah 26-20 in the fourth quarter. Jazz tried a lot to give the game away in the fourth. They only 5 for 21 from the floor in the fourth, 3 for 12 from three. The Rockets 1 for 8 from three-point range in the fourth quarter. They didn't make easy buckets down the stretch. Whole lot of fouls called this game. Let me get the final number here, foul total, because it was ridiculous how many fouls were called this game. 30 fouls on the Rockets, 28 fouls on Utah, 58 fouls in the game. The teams combined to shoot 54 free throws. Damn, like a playoff game, man. My goodness gracious. Boy, so welcome. Let me say hi to the family members. I like that fun with and put it right up there. I saw some of this on Twitter. Get Knicks off the team. Solo D-Lo, I think you follow me on Twitter now. Appreciate that. On the drive, this comment right here. Scoot took a knee from Jordan Clarkson right in Scoot's right thigh. That's going to hurt. Man, that's going to hurt a lot after the game now. If it tightens up, going to have to get some stem on that with the quickness. But, man, front runner, how are you? Solo, how are you? JH, how you doing? This, I have not heard what's up with this. Why Jacob is not getting any minutes. I almost thought about being petty this evening and wear the Jacob shirt that's part of the media swag the Rockets PR gave us the last was a Friday on the home season opener. Wear that tonight because I don't know what's up with that. I am baffled why Josh Christopher DNP CD. He's with Trevor Hudgens. 11 Rockets played. DNP CD. Josh Christopher did not play. Coach's decision. I don't know what's up. Garrett Matthews played his best game of the season so far out of these first 5 games. 11 points. Made 3 out of 5 3-point attempts. 2 for 2 from the foul line. He was a pest. He was a nuisance against Utah. He made some positive contributions for the Rockets. But again, Josh Christopher, 0 minutes. 0. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if he's taking a step back in practice that we haven't heard about yet. I don't know. Got to figure that out. I'm not sure. I know Jonathan Fagan will be with the Rockets throughout this road trip. I'm not sure if anyone else locally will be with the team. I know my man Iko was not feeling well Monday, so I'm not sure if he's feeling better yet. Need to reach out to him and ask him about that. But Terry Agent, how are you doing from New Zealand? Thank you for chiming in. John Doe, how are you? Al Luna, Garrett Matthews, he played well tonight. Finally, he shot well. Defensively, he was good. Had an assist, a nice assist as well. So, but let's kind of dive a little deeper into this. With KJ Martin at the 3 now, KJ and Tari Eason at the 3, Garrison Matthews at the 2, at the backup 2, obviously. Before tonight, we would say Josh Christopher should take Garrison Matthews minutes before tonight. Both of them weren't playing well before tonight's game in Utah. Garrison Matthews played well. So Do y'all want to see Josh Christopher at the 1 and take Daisha Nix? Daisha Nix in 11 minutes, 31 seconds, 0 for 3 from the floor. He did have 3 assists, but he also had 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers in 11 minutes, 31 seconds. Y'all want Josh Christopher to take Daisha Nix minutes? I'm good with that. It makes sense to me. I'm good with that. Something's up. Right now, Josh Christopher is out of the rotation. So again, if you're tuning in, thank you very much for tuning in to KG After Dark. Let's talk Houston Rockets after the Rockets 109-101 loss in Utah. If you got a glass with something in it, cheers to you, because I'm going to be doing this a little bit throughout this show. Trust and believe. Keenan Griffith says, no, play Ty instead. Ty's banged up right now, too. Benny Mac, how are you doing? Get rid of Knicks. Like I said, this was the theme I saw on Twitter, so I'm going to put it right there. But put it up there. Get rid of Knicks. How many is he going to turn over the ball before we send him back to the G League? I'd rather see JC turned over. At least he brings the energy. But, Josh Christopher in preseason, he was turning the ball over a lot too. He was having struggles. So it's got to come down to practice time. Practice performance, excuse me. Maybe he's not getting it done in practice because it's not like Jason Nix is doing great things in games. He had the back issue for a little bit, tightened up on him, but he's not playing well either. But Ty's banged up. Let me give a look at the box score, see what Usman Ruba did, because he played well in his limited minutes. Only got 8 minutes, roughly 8.5 minutes of action, 5 boards, 3 fouls, 2 turnovers, 2 points in those 8.5 minutes. Tari Eason, 23 minutes, 1 for 7 from the floor, 1 for 4 from 3-point range, 6 boards, 1 assist, 4 fouls, 3 points. I don't like Tari Eason taking more threes than twos. Took 4 threes and 3 twos. Don't like that ratio for him. But Us provided energy in his minutes off the bench. At times, Jabari Smith struggled in the post. Jabari is not physically ready to be in the 5, defend the 5 yet consistently for a lot of minutes. He's doing it because Alp's sick and Bruno's injured. So don't have a lot of options when those 2 big guys are out. But just what are your thoughts on that? It's a good effort. I mean, the Rockets, let's see, they trailed by as much as 19 in the game. So they made a run thanks to Scoot in that 4th quarter. And then down the stretch, they kind of stubbed their toe and missed. It's strange how the refs called a lot of fouls in general, but did not call fouls on reach-ins or slaps late in the 4th quarter. Got to be consistent. You're going to call fouls all the time. Don't swallow your whistle down the stretch. And they did that a lot. Let's see, the Rockets got within 2, 97-95, with 5:39 left in the 4th quarter. And they did not get closer than 2 the rest of the game. But they fought well. They battled, they competed. Didn't get the dub. So what are your thoughts on that? Jalen Green did not shoot well. 6 for 20 from the floor overall, 2 for 9 from 3. He did get 7 rebounds, only 2 fouls, played some solid defense, only 2 turnovers. KPJ had 5 turnovers, 5 of the team's 19, so that point guard spot. Kevin Porter Jr. had 5, Jason Nix had 4. So, but KPJ in the 4th quarter, when he scored those 15 points, going 6 for 8 from the floor, he only had, I just passed it up. Where'd it go? Let's see here. he had just 1 turnover in the fourth quarter. The first 3 quarters, I was thinking to myself, the Rockets are trailing by a lot. KPJ was dribbling too much. He wasn't passing. He dribbled too much, got himself in trouble. But he did better in the fourth quarter. Only cut it down to 1 turnover, and made shots in the fourth quarter. 6 for 8. The rest of the team went 2 for 15. So, but we're going to see how his thigh muscle got hit by Jordan Clarkson on knee. If that becomes a problem, if it lingers, if it's a bruise, deep bruise, I'm not a trainer, medical, anything like that. So we'll see if it's a problem for Scoot for Friday's game, which will be game 2 of this 4-game road trip out west. Terry, I am drinking some Carbach. I shouldn't even said that because it's not a sponsor of the show. They need to be. But it's all part of the media swag that the Rockets gave us on Friday at the season opener. So, again, cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Adult refreshment in my Rocket Media Cup from last season with some adult refreshment from this season. If it's free as media, trust and believe. But yeah, how about that? How about this, Rocket fans? At least Rockets aren't 0-5, 1-4. So cheers, Cherry. And everybody, we're gonna have fun with these these KG After Dark post-game editions on Rocket Road Games. So if you got an adult beverage with you while we're doing this show, enjoy. Cheers to you. Cheers to us on this show. Steven Fernandez, thank you very much. I touched on it a little bit. I don't know what's up with Josh Chris for getting the Dean P CD. I don't understand. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything that he's done wrong. So I don't know why he's out of the rotation right now. So we're got to find out. Got to do some investigating. Maurice Hampton, thank you very much. Get that. There we go, Mo. There we go. See, this is what I want. We're gonna have fun on this, man. We're gonna have fun on this show. Okay, I'm not gonna get drunk. I'm not gonna say anything stupid. I know better than that. But if it's like you're at the house, wherever you at the sports bar, whatever you do after watching the Rockets game, get your cup, get something in that cup. Cheers to you. Cheers to us on Let's Talk Houston Rockets here on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Oh, Terry. Oh, Terry, I need to catch up with you someday, man. Get some rum. Yeah, I need to invest in some rum. KDC, I don't think so at all. I think Jalen's development is going quite well. He just didn't make shots tonight. Most of them, the shots he took tonight were good shots. He just didn't make them. Did not knock them down. But yeah, development. No, I disagree with that question right there. Oh, that's a new name. A new name I have not seen until right now. Brianna Johnson. Is it Brianna? Brianna? Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for your comment. Do not be a stranger. Come again. We're going to do these some more. These post-game editions of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. We're going to do these some more. And then the regular show will do that as well. But let me see what you comment here. They just need better playmaking. Too many times they missed a layup. Yeah, they missed a lot of layups down the stretch. Some of those because they got fouled, but still missed layups. On the drive, or not drive, but the pass, KJ caught at the rim, pump faking. Yes, he got fouled. Should have dunked it. Dunk it, man. The hops you got, dunk the ball, man. Come on. Dunk the ball. Come on. Wow. Two different folks made a similar comment. Silas rotation is pretty suspect, in my opinion, says Steven Fernandez. And then Solo says, right after that, Silas has very questionable rotations. So, hey. But let me ask both of you and folks joining us. Obviously, the big one, the big question is Josh Christopher, why he's not playing. But any other question, any other issues with the rotation that you guys have? So pull that up, put that in the comments, and we can discuss it. Yes, asleep art. The Rockets were down by as much as 19 in the game. Some of the ISO worked in the fourth quarter, didn't work the first three quarters. Staggering KPJ and Jalen Moore. Before, other than these games against Utah, the first three games, he played Jalen and Scoot at the same time. He did not stagger them. So he kind of touched on a little bit after Monday's game that he'd like to do that going forward and stagger the minutes. So we'll see how that plays out on this road trip first, and then see if he's consistent with it for the rest of, this month, next month, etc., rest of the season. Another new name. Well, I like this. I can't pronounce the last name, Jack, but thank you for your comment. Thank you very much. So it's a deal. Gary Bird, before tonight, was not playing well. But Josh Christopher got, 2-3 minutes at the most. So as of right now, it looks like Garrison Matthews is ahead of Josh Christopher in the rotation. Interesting to all of us. Boban playing in the middle of the first quarter. That's one of your questions. Okay, that's fair. I wonder that. Well, I mean, Boban played that minute and change, I think, because of Walker Kessler. So a big, slowish plotting center, Boban can handle. Beyond that, quicker bigs, he won't get that. He won't get that. He should not get that minute, that run at all. A lot of lazy passes. Yes, that is an issue still for the Rockets. These young Rockets. Asleep Art says he'll be in his Jalen Green jersey on Sunday watching the Suns game. What about Friday? Rockets game in Portland. What about that game? Any news on Alp's return? No, not yet. Not even sure what is ailing him, really. As far as I know, I think it's not COVID. Mind control center. Boban is a good guy. He's too slow. Yep. But he played a grand total of 1 minute, 49 seconds. That's all. So, I mean, are y'all saying that that's 1 minute and 49 seconds too much? Too many? Too many? Yeah. I mean, he got that in the first quarter. So he didn't see any action in the rest of the game after that little bit in the first quarter. So he wasn't the issue. So yeah, illness. I mean, that's all we know is what the Rockets tell us is illness. We don't know anything specific. This is not going to happen. And let me touch on this comment right here about he doesn't run plays. He doesn't want to run a lot of plays. He wants the Rockets to play good defense, secure the rebound, and score in transition. A lot of the plays that the Rockets do execute well are after timeouts or out of bound plays. So they do a good job of that for the most part. They have had some stub their toe moments. But, they did not trade Christian Wood for Boban. I mean, specifically. They traded Christian Wood because they did not believe Christian Wood was a long-term fit for the Rockets. That's why they traded C. Wood. C. Wood's playing well in Dallas right now. Good for him. But C. Wood, if you had C. Wood, you wouldn't really have Jabari Smith. And then what? Can't have both. So, digging into the playbook. I mean, we're talking half-court sets. I mean, that's the beef that y'all have is the Rockets look disjointed in the half court. Well, and I mean this sincerely. The majority of NBA teams, their offense is based off of pick and roll. Pick and roll at the top of the key, pick and roll from the left side, pick and roll from the right side. You cut, move off of that, ball move, player movement. You move out the ball. There's not a lot of play calls in that. When the Rockets do the 1-4 and it doesn't work, it looks awful. Okay, when you just dribble out the shot clock, it looks bad. But Eric Gordon did not have a great close to this game. He broke the tie in Monday's game in the final moments. But let me see Eric's numbers from 3. Eric was just 2 for 7 from 3 tonight. He was 4 for 5 on 2s. So, Eric, what should you have done? Attack the basket more. He had 3 assists. The Rockets had 19 assists on 36 made baskets. You'd like to see them get more assists. But, of course, to get an assist recorded, your teammate has to make the shot. I can make a great pass to Solo Dilo. If you miss the shot, I don't get an assist. Gohan, how are you? Make a great pass to Gohan. Y'all make a great pass to me. I miss. Y'all don't get the assist. So, I don't think that about EG wants out. I think he's pressing a little bit. Let me see. He took 12 shots. Jabari took 10. Jalen took 20. Scoot took 22. I think that's about what you would want. Y'all want Jabari taking more shots than Eric Gordon right now? I wouldn't. Jayshawn Tate in his first game back, 20 minutes, 3 for 5 from the floor, made his only 3-point attempt, 5 boards, 1 assist, 5 fouls, 2 turnovers. Jayshawn, he was the victim of the tight whistle from the refs, as in some of the Utah bigs were as well. I think Eric Gordon should go to, well, if Daryl Morey wants him, turn him to the Rockets East, and they're struggling too. I think they're 1-4. I think the Lakers should trade for Eric Gordon, give up one of those 2 picks in either 27 or 29. But Rockets, out of these first 5 games, which of the 5 disappointed you the most? So out of these first 5 games, I mean, they got a lot of veterans, guys with NBA experience, more NBA experience than the Rockets. I think it's just at some point they'll start losing. Why do you say this one? This one? Two guys said this one. Let me touch on that too. Terry Agent. Because I do wonder this sometimes about Jalen. Jalen's defense is better. And because he's so aggressive and much more active on defense, I do wonder if it does impact his legs a little bit on his jumper. So we got 3 comments with this one. One with the Bucks. Wes, your new name. Thank you for joining the conversation. Appreciate it. Why would you and Terry, why would you say the Bucks? I think the Bucks are better than the Rockets. Was it? I mean, Utah tonight because why? Everybody, the folks who say tonight, why was this one the most disappointing? Because I think Utah's on the same level as the Rockets, or is it more like specifics? Like Steven says here, the first half was so bad, and being down by 19 to Utah in Utah was the biggest issue. I mean, they made a run in the fourth quarter, but the run in the fourth quarter does not erase the fact that they were sloppy in that first half. Let's see those first half numbers. Let's see. First half, 8 for 24 from the floor in the first quarter with 5 turnovers. Jazz were 10 for 22, but the Jazz had 6 turnovers in their first quarter. Second quarter, Rockets had 7 turnovers. Yeah. which negated their 12 for 22 shooting from the floor. So first half, Rockets had 12 turnovers. That's been kind of consistent. The Rockets, for some reason, have turned the ball over more in the first half in many of these first 5 outings and do a better job of keeping the ball in the second half. I think they had 11 turnovers in the first half Monday against Utah, and the Jazz had 12 in that first half Monday. So Monday's first half was sloppy. Utah finished the game with 15 turnovers. Rockets had 19 turnovers, so they had 7 turnovers in the second half. The Jazz scored 20 points off the Rockets' 19 turnovers. Points in the paint, it was just 50-48 Utah. Second 10 points, Rockets had an 18-12 advantage. Fast break points. Jazz with the edge, 25-8. 25-8. So a team that wants to get out and run and score in transition only got 8 points in transition. Ugh. That's not going to get it done. So Paolo Banchero's playing well. Paolo put up his, I think Orlando's first 5 games, the numbers he's put up are the most since for a rookie in the first 5 of their career since Dominique, I think. So he's playing well. Not winning, but he's playing well. So he's good on him. All right, let's see. Giannis killed the Nets. Yep, Giannis killed a lot of people. So Ben Simmons, I think he passed up another dunk opportunity. He's just gone, KJ, and the issue here about the layups, how many of those layups could he have dunked? Or should have dunked? So that's the hops that KJ has. Man, dunk the ball. Come on, dunk the ball. So missed layups were an issue. Let me see if that box score gives that. I think it does. Not this one. Some box scores do. See if I can find one like that. But the Rockets did miss a lot of shots around the bucket, around the cup. But, nope. I'll comment on this, Steven. Not at all. Nope. Mm-mm. I still believe overall player. I still believe Jabari is a better player than Paolo, offensively and defensively. Paolo is ahead of Jabari offensively right now, but for careers, I think Jabari will be a better player. I think he'd have more impact on winning than Paolo will. So that's me. I think there were folks on here during these previous shows, compared Paolo to Carmelo for career. Well, how much did Carmelo win the playoffs? I don't want that. I want guys who impact winning in the playoffs when it counts. So KJ was just trying to be soft. Man, dunk the ball, man. Just, missing layups was an issue. So another person saying, get rid of Daishen Nix. He struggled. He struggled a lot. 4 turnovers in 11 minutes. It's just, I said it before. He's not ready. He's not ready for this. He is just not ready. Rodney Lee, thank you for your comments. Thank you for joining us on this KJ After Dark post-game edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. So once again, if you're tuning in, be like me. Be like Terry Agent. Get you a cup. Cheers to you. Salute. Oh, Brianna, I disagree about that. About Jordan's knee into Scoot's thigh on the drive was intentional. Just one of those things. Initially, I think Ackerman and Ryan Hollins thought it was knee on knee. So no, it's just one of those bad luck things that happen. Daishen Nix, Jerry, I'm going to put this. There you go, KDC. Thank you. Cheers to you. Yes, Enjoy. We're gonna have fun on these shows, folks. Family, you guys are family. We're gonna have fun on this show, on these post game shows, road game edition post game shows. I'm gonna put this comment up about from Jerry, 2968. Dacian has lost weight. Okay, he has lost weight, and with his back tightening up on him, and might be an issue. Well, it has been an issue. He might have to lose some more weight. But one of his issues coming out of high school when he went to the G League first is he was out of shape. He put on too much weight. So, but he's kind of slimmed down a bit. He just, I think, has more weight to lose, and it'll help him. He's big boned. Does that make sense? He's a power guard, and he's just making poor decisions now. Not now, not just now, for a while. He's not playing well. I think he's pressing. He's not playing with any confidence. Oh, a backup point guard, Alan Luna. Ooh, no, I think by February, the backup point guard will be Ty Washington. Unless Ty is injured. I think he will be, because Dacian Nix is not ready. So he's going to have to play much better consistently for me to start believing he's ready for it, because he's not. He's just not for me, in my opinion. Will Sengun be back by Friday? Perhaps. And the question here, Rockets playing Oos. I think we'll get more minutes because he's earning them. Now, the second part with Josh Christopher, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why he is now behind, and not just now, has been behind Garrison Matthews in the rotation. It's the backcourt for sure, because KJ and Jay Sean and Tari Eason are up front. Eric Gordon will get some run. I think Josh Christopher, Josh didn't play well in preseason either, but Josh Christopher could take Dacian's minutes, but then who's going to run the offense? Eric Gordon, which I think Eric Gordon should run the offense for the second unit. Solo, my answer to your question about EG, it changes based on the information that I hear and heard for months. Eric will be here as long as he wants to be here, one, and as long as the Rockets hold out for wanting a first-round pick in return. Those two things continue happening, Eric will be here. When the Rockets drafted Eric's brother in the G League, I was like, well, Eric ain't going nowhere. I just don't know. Man, is Nick's back problem? No, Dacian Nix, he missed the game a little while ago with back tightness. So Ty just got to get healthy, because I believe he's going to be the answer at the backup point. I may have asked questions in the media room, yes, but I choose not to. So far, I will, because so far, many times when I'm ready to ask questions, Fagan beats me to it, or Eco beats me to it. But yeah, I can ask questions in the media room and at practice when I go. Terry, thank you very much. Cheers to you. Come back a couple of days. We'll do it again. So I'm going to hey, that is a possibility. There's got to be a reason why Josh Christopher is not getting any run. We have not discovered what it is yet. So, well, according to Steven right here, I missed this, but hey, maybe something's going on that we have not been told, have not heard. I'll see what I can find out, but there's got to be a reason. Josh, just a few weeks ago, Stephen Silas said made comments about how Josh Christopher earned minutes last year, broke his way into the rotation because he played so well and he deserved it. Well, what the hell's he been doing? What's happened? What's changed? Let's see. Did Oos play with Jabari tonight in those 8 minutes Oos got? I'm not sure. I have to go back and check the stats on that. Eric, I mean, if Eric wants to be traded, I think Rockets would trade him. Philly's probably a team to watch because of their struggles. And last game, Steven. Didn't see that. I didn't see that. What I we were talking about after the last game was the discussion, the verbal disagreement between Jalen and Jabari. So but it's so WK win with Rockets to get the next win. You tell me. That's what we want to discuss here on this show. Will it be Friday? Kudos to Portland with their very good start. Surprising start. How long will that last? Didn't the Clippers lose last night? A surprising loss. The Suns play the Rockets on Sunday. Then Rockets have 2 games against Clippers, one in LA and then one here in Houston after that. So, we shall see. Oh, yeah. I saw it solo. I saw the argument after the fact. We saw, the footage because none of us saw it at the media table until people saw it. People tweeted about it and posted on Twitter. And then Fagan asked a question to Jalen after the game, and Jalen said, "No big deal. There's nothing major." Do I like KPJ and Jalen going to the bench at the same time? No. I think it makes sense for the teams to have one of them on the floor at all times. Coach Silas said Monday that he would like to do that more going forward, so we'll see him doing it. You got to do it. Yeah. I don't think it was – so far, the disagreement between Jalen and Jabari last game, nothing else has happened since then. It could have just been one of those things, heat of the moment thing, and the TV cameras caught it, and that was a home TV crew who caught that. So Rockets need to talk to their people about that. So, TJK Penny worried about JD's attacks at the rim. Still not physical enough nor draw fouls. Well, drawing fouls, I think that's a ref thing because he has had some moments where he's got some slam dunks on baseline. But he's not getting calls. I mean, I've seen a lot of youngsters not getting calls so far. Second-year players not getting calls yet. So, that could be just a lack of respect from the refs so far. I mean, he has gained weight. He has gotten stronger. He has bulked up a little bit. See, I think that has a point in it as well. That was reliable toward the end of last season. It has not been reliable, Jalen, in his mid-range game. It has been there so far. So he's trying to find a balance to get his points because before tonight, he was doing pretty well from 3-point range. Tonight was not the case. So, Stephen, who also get a lot of calls? Trae Young, look at him wrong, foul. And I mean that. Look at him wrong, foul. So this good point here, Alex. Good point. Bruno sets very good screens, and that will help Jalen get open, help the guards who attack get open, get downhill. So Bruno will get back when he's healthy, ready to go. Hopefully that'll be soon. So one more time. Cheers. Clink, clink. Jerry, that's a true point. It's a good point. I think a lot of fans will agree with that one. 99% of young players get no benefit of the doubt from the refs. It's always been that way, unless you are a player the league once showcased. Well, yeah, makes you wonder then about Jalen Green and Kate Cunningham. You would think the league wants them showcased, but they don't get the calls yet. So Hey, what's up? How are you doing? I'd like to see the Rockets playing the passing lanes. It's an interesting point. Maybe they could recognize when other teams are playing the passing lanes against them. Playing the passing lanes. Also, part of that is knowing your opponent, knowing the scout, knowing the defense, being comfortable that your teammates have your back. You know, if you miss, the rotations will be tight. You know, playing that defense, rotations will be on a string. Rockets aren't there yet. They've had moments like that where the rotations have been very good. Not enough of them yet. But I don't know. I'm not sure if KPJ will play Friday. Depends on how serious that knee to his thigh injury is. You know, if it's a, I mean, I'm not a doctor. You know, if it's a muscle issue, if it's a deep muscle bruise, or how serious it is, because he was limping as the game wound down, and I'm sure he's getting treatment right now as we're doing this. Because without it, it's going to tighten up on him, and it's going to be really, really issue tomorrow, I think. So, the Scoot sub was about 3 minutes and change left in the fourth quarter. Let me see. Was interesting to me. Well, no, it was surprising to me. But I wonder if Scoot had a rest in the fourth quarter prior to that point. So let's see here. Scoot sat with 3 minutes and was it 46 seconds, 326? What was it? 345. Jabari came in for Scoot. The score was, before Larry Marketing made the second free throw, basically it was 196. And then after the timeout, Jabari was in, missed a three-pointer. Markin got a dunk. Eric Gordon with a turnover. And so Rockets were down 7. And then Jalen Green missed a 3. And then finally, Scoot came back in the game. So he sat for a minute. So in a minute he was on the bench. The Rockets did not score, and Utah stretched a 4-point lead to a 7-point lead. So I wondered about that too, but he could have been tired. So yeah, and that's another good point. Scoot was bothered; his right shoulder was bothering him as well. The trainers were talking to him about that. He got beat up tonight. He did. He got beat up tonight. So he's probably in the whirlpool or getting stem on his thigh, on his shoulder. So we'll see. But if it's nothing serious, he will try to play Friday. So, but if it's an issue that might linger a little bit, he won't play Friday. And he shouldn't play Friday. But TJ, K. Penny playing, like I said, playing Boban at minute 49 in the first quarter was to go against Walker Kessler. That's it. Boban didn't play the rest of the game. Oos only played 8 minutes, which is not enough in my opinion. So, you know, Oos playing 8:29. That's indicate to me that with Oos only getting 8 minutes, Rockets playing a lot of small ball. I know I'm not a fan of small ball. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm not a fan of that. So in that stating that, I agree with those who commented earlier about Coach Silas and rotations. Yeah, I know I'm not a fan of the small ball stuff. So, but right now the Rockets don't have a lot of bigs to go to other than Boban. So Oos will get more. Oos got more minutes than Boban. So, you know, hey. Let's see. Oos played against Giannis, Nick Hendo, Walker Kessler. TJ was just a minute. Just a minute 49 in the first quarter. So, you know, Oos got the second half minutes. I think he's going to get more minutes. I think he should get more minutes. But, at the time, Rockets were already struggling. So what can I say? I mean, Boban got minutes today and Monday against Walker Kessler. We'll see if Boban gets minutes against any other bigs on this road trip. He might get some Friday. We shall see. Silas doesn't set up plays for it to happen, for KPJ's catch and shoot threes. Well, isn't that also contingent on Jalen Green, Eric Gordon, or Jabari, or Tar, anybody else with the ball to penetrate and kick it out to Scoot? Right? This sounds like a cop-out, but I think it's also reality of the situation. Players on the court see what their opponents are doing. They have to be able to adjust to what the teams are doing to them. They got to be able to, okay, screen roll's not working. Let's do something else. Let me get Scoot his shot. Let me get Scoot going. Let me get Eric Gordon going. Let me get Jabari going. Let me figure stuff out on the fly. If you want to play positionless and all these different things, you got to be able to know what works and what doesn't. Okay, Slim Boss, thank you for your comment. So, Indigo, that's a new person. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for joining in. Come again. So it's just, see, this right here. Scoop found open shooters. His teammates made 2 shots in the fourth quarter. They went 2 for 15. A lot of offense looks bad when you're making 2 for 15. Any offense looks bad if you go 2 for 15. You get open looks. You miss them. 2 for 15. Man, what's wrong with the offense? Okay. If you get open looks and don't knock them down, if it's the right folks taking the shot that you want and you miss, it's a good play, good pass. Didn't make the shot. Okay. Scoot went 6 for 8 in the fourth quarter. The rest of the Rockets went 2 for 15. KJ Martin missed layups. Okay. Think about what some of y'all have commented. Too many missed layups. Well, if it's Coach Silas's fault in the system, then why are the players getting layups? So it can't be both ways. If the players are getting layups and missing, then how is that Coach Silas's fault? Just saying. Okay. Some of y'all need to think about that. If the Rockets are missing layups, then I think the offense worked enough to get them to get a layup attempt. Mike Will, how you doing? Where you been, Mike? I've been enjoying the cold without you, my man. So, I mean, come on now, okay? You got to finish. Like I said, agree. If I design you a play and get you a layup, but you missed the layup, is that my fault? Okay. All right. So, I know Friday, Mike. All right. Friday, let's do it. We're going to do it again Friday. Coach Silas is not the most loved coach in town. I know that. But this 1-4 start, go think about it. When we were going through this early portion of the schedule, did most of us predict a 1-4 start? Maybe 2-3, because at that time, we thought Utah was going to be awful. Utah's so far much better than I thought they'd be. Utah has more veterans than the Rockets, and more vets playing well than the Rockets. So Rockets 1-4, they're 1-4. I mean, come on. And some of us thought the Rockets would win in Portland. None of us thought the Blazers would be 4-0 like they were. I don't know if they won tonight. So, see, I didn't know this. Dame got hurt tonight for in the Blazers game. Things like, the schedule is what the schedule is. 10 of the first 13 on the road for the Rockets. Ties for the most in NBA history. 10 of the first 13 on the road. So the Blazers, I think the Blazers were beating Miami and they came back and then ended up losing. Well, they ain't going out. So, Hey, Lakers 0-4. Sixers are 1-4. Hell, the Warriors are 2-2. And folks are asking, what's wrong with the Warriors? Really? I mean, okay. Lakers should trade Russ to the Rockets for Eric Gordon and those first round picks. Then Rockets can cut Russ and get the cap space. Russ gone. I mean, it's right. I mean, it's just a question of when and where. But I'm just putting it out there. There are a lot of other teams who had much higher expectations than the Rockets with the same or worse record than the Rockets right now. With probably a less difficult schedule than the Rockets right now. So, let's see how this all plays out. I have not seen a post coming from Mr. 33 wins this evening. Brandon, hope you're doing well. But, the Rockets, I did not think they were going to make the play-in this year. I did not believe they were going to get 37 wins like my man Big Sarge. But this start was going to be tough because of Rockets' inexperience. And inexperience wasn't my concern because with the start, but now you got injuries to Bruno and Alp. Illness to Alp, Bruno injured. You add that in, this Jayshawn Tate missing the first 4 games. Factor all those things in, plus a tough schedule. 1-4. Okay. And that last word right there, WK, stubbornness. Russell Westbrook is stubborn. It's beyond pride with Russ. He is too stubborn to change his game. He is too stubborn. Russ, hell of an athlete, hell of a competitor, hell of a teammate. But he's too stubborn to change. But and see, I'm along with Mike on this. Rock's gonna be fine. They'll be fine. They don't have enough talent. They're not deep with quality talent yet to withstand injuries. We saw in the first 4 games how important Jayshawn Tate is to this team when he wasn't there. Hey, enjoy this ride. And stubborn. Stubborn. And Russ with the logic, I want to go for 2 for 1 Sunday and you're up 1 in the closing seconds. Russ. And you're taking a jumper, which you're not a good shooter from the outside. Russ. Come on, Russ. Russ. Come on. Stubborn. But one more time, Rockets lost 109-101 in Utah. They trailed by as much as 19 points in this game. Fast break numbers. Utah outscored the Rockets 25-8. Points in the paint was close, 50-48. Rockets won the second chance points 18-12. But fast break points 25-8. That's 17 points. I'll do the math. Rockets are outscored 17 there. Fast break points. In a game they lost by 8. I don't believe LP has COVID. They have not said he has COVID. It just he says he has an illness. So, and see, yeah, the bench celebrated when Russ took that shot. Nurkic backed off Russ. They're putting centers on Russ now, just backing up off. They're daring Russ to shoot because they know Russ will take the shot because he's too stubborn to do anything else. He feels insulted that teams are backing off of him and daring him to shoot. It ain't about you, Russ. It's about helping your team win. Like I said, Russ is a great dude. He's just so damn stubborn. Sham, new name. Welcome to you. Thank you very much. Rockets, 2 games. First 10, 2 home games. First 13, 3 home games. 3 home games, 10 on the road. So we'll see what LP has. He has an illness. That's all we know. He has an illness. Tony M. Tony, how you doing? You got your glass? You said earlier today you had your glass ready for the show. So cheers. But Sean, thank you for your comments. Come again. Thank you for visiting, participating in the discussion. Thank you for being on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Like this video. Tell your friends about this channel. Tell your friends to like the videos on this channel. And not just Rocket videos. Coug fans, Coug videos, as well. Because the Cougs are the 3rd best team in the polls preseason, for whatever that's worth. But anyway, like those videos. Subscribe to the channel if you are not yet a subscriber. I'm also on TikTok now. Boy, that's something new for me. But yes, Houston Roundball Review is on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. But once again, Kevin Porter Jr. scored 15 of his 24 points in the fourth quarter. He was 6 for 8 in the fourth quarter, 4 for 14 the first 3 quarters. He was 0 for 4 from 3 in the ball game. Finished also with 5 dimes, 5 boards, 5 fouls, 5 turnovers. Jalen Green, 6 for 20 from the floor, 2 for 9 from 3, 7 boards, 2 dimes, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. The Rockets starting 5 combined for 12 of the team's 19 turnovers. Jason Nick said, I can do that. He had 4 turnovers in 11 minutes and 30 seconds off the bench and also missed all 3 of his field goal attempts. He did have 3 assists, though, but he's not playing well. Sean, thank you very much. Come back. Looking forward to it. Come again Friday. We're going to do another post-game show Friday after the Rockets face the Blazers. Tony, thank you very much. Enjoy the drink. So you're seeing the numbers. 12 turnovers from your starting 5. That's not ideal, clearly. WK, thank you very much for your comments and taking time out for participating in the show and the discussion. Awesome. Let me put this up. Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for a lot of your comments and being an active participant in the discussion. Awesome. Thank you very much. For you and for anybody who's new to this show, Gary, come back to you. We talked about that early on in the show about Jacob with 0 minutes. But newcomers, post-game shows will be for road games, no home games, but it's easier to do road games because home games I'll be at the building. But road games, for the most part, unless there's a conflict in the Cougs or somebody is playing locally, college-wise, that I'll be at in H-Town. But trying to do more of these shows for Rocket Road games because they're fun. I enjoy them. And we can just talk about them, get that initial reaction from you guys after a win or a loss. So, Stephen, thank you very much. So keep that in mind. So another post-game show will be this Friday, and then Sunday and Monday as well, when the Rockets are in Phoenix on Sunday and facing the Clippers in LA on Monday. Steve and I go to as many games as possible. There will be a few conflicts at home when UH men's basketball has a home game. I think in November there are four games that the Rockets are at home and the Cougs are at home. So I'm going to try to do 2 and 2. So that's just one person, so I can't be in two places at once. But there we go with that. So I'm going to wrap it up with that. A lot of fun, as always. Thank you, everybody, for taking time out of your night, out of your routine, to participate in this discussion, in this show. Thank you for that, Nijid, thank you very much. Alan, thank you for your comments and your participation as always. I truly do appreciate it when you guys show me love by your comments and participating in the show. Hit the like button. I'm going to put it up as well. I'm trying to get better at this. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it. This show is a little bit different than the Twitter spaces and things like that other colleagues are doing. But this is where I enjoy talking to you guys, the Rocket fans. So once again, final score in Utah, Rockets lose to the Jazz, 109-101. They split this a 2-game set with Utah. They won Monday in Houston, lose in Utah. Next game will be on the road again in Portland against the Trailblazers. And there will be a post-game show after that one. Alan Luda, thank you very much, as always, for your support, financial support with that sticker. And there's a way you can contribute to the channel. Do what Alan Luna is doing right there. Click on that support sticker, chat sticker, to contribute to the channel, to help going. JB, thank you very much. I'm seeing everybody, all my family members that I recognize, except Brandon. So Brandon, Mr. 33 wins. Come back. Join us on Friday. You're busy tonight, or you might be asleep. That's all right. It's understandable. So thank you very much, everybody. Until Friday, much love. I did my show on the lunch break today instead of Thursday, so a little change in the routine for that. So tomorrow I'll be at Houston Cougars practice for the fellas. So there'll be some more comments, most likely from UH men's basketball, on the YouTube channel tomorrow. But we're going to talk Rockets Friday on the channel. So until then, take care. Much love to everybody for taking time to talk with me. Until Friday, peace.